Hello, today I'm covering the topic of LibreOffice technology, how LibreOffice evolved from a desktop software to a FOSS platform for personal productivity. When we announced LibreOffice 10 years ago, the market was growing. Then it stalled for a few years and then is growing back. In 2022, the market for Office software is around $27 billion and it's growing, expected to grow to over $31 billion in 2025. When we announced the software, we wanted to relaunch the innovation. OpenOffice was a very innovative product in the early 2000s, but after 10 years, it was under risk of abandon because Oracle acquired Sun and had no intention of investing on LibreOffice. So the community took back control of the project and wanted to create a self-sustaining project with a solid ecosystem. At that time, OpenOffice had a large technical debt. We can see the situation in 2005 and with a comparison with the year 2000. So you can imagine which could be the situation in 2010. Developers worked hard at in several areas with a focus for each development family. So Family 3.x was code cleaning. LibreOffice 4.x was code refactoring. LibreOffice 5.x was an improvement and a cleanup of the user interface. LibreOffice 6.x was about bringing the software on multiple platforms and in particular on mobile and on cloud. And with LibreOffice 7.x, the activity is to improve dramatically document compatibility. And as far as I know today, this will be the focus for the years to come, as compatibility with Microsoft Office is definitely a large issue because of the interest of the users. So we want to make compatibility the best available on the market. It is already extremely good. We want to improve it and to make it top of class. When developers started working, the code was not as easy and manageable as it is today, although you should always consider that this is a 7 million lines of code project. So they invented the easy hacks. So they just selected activities that could be performed by developers even if they were missing a strong experience on the OpenOffice source code. And thanks to this, the number of developers attracted by the project was growing fast, and in September 2015, so after more or less 5 years, the project celebrated the attraction of the 1,000 developers. We stopped counting that after that date, but developers are still coming regularly to the LibreOffice project, and today we have at least a couple of people mentoring them to start working on the code base. Of course, we looked after development infrastructure, so we started to create our own tools or to host our own tools, and we have Gerrit, we have Tinderboxes, we have Git for integration, of course. We have Bugzilla for bugs. We have a wiki where developers can publish tutorials, how-tos, and so on. We have OpenGrok. We have the help is now online. but can also be installed locally. We have API for UNO. We have Weblate for localization. We have performance tools. We use CPP check, and we regularly analyze crash reports. All of this is maintained by the Document Foundation, and many of these tools have been developed by volunteers attracted by the project to act on a very large and interesting code base. What is remarkable amongst all the different projects is the localization effort. LibreOffice is available in 120 languages, and there are another 25 which are under localization. There are over 4,600 translators and over 400,000 translations made. Today, LibreOffice is the software available in more native language version than any other application, either proprietary or open source. We are almost reaching almost twice the amount of global users as the next software, of course, reaching in their native language. We have also improved the user interface. Of course, LibreOffice has inherited OpenOffice user interface, which is still very good, but for some users, especially for the users who are migrating from Microsoft Office, looks outdated. So we have introduced a user interface which is closer in terms of look and feel to the Microsoft Office 1, and is available in several flavors. This is the notebook bar, there is a compact version, and there is a group bar version. Each of these user interface has different characteristics and allows the user to become more productive in a shorter time. Of course, we are also looking at interoperability, as I said, and these are the results of challenging documents in Microsoft Office. On the left you see the original document, on the right you see the document as managed by LibreOffice, and these are just examples. We are working on this topic on a daily basis, and developers are adding features and are solving bugs. On the other hand, we should always remember that it's only LibreOffice that is using an open document format as a native format, because ODF, open document format, is not only an ISO standard, but is an ISO standard which is respected and is evolving according to ISO expectation and request. So it is developed in a transparent way by a neutral organization, is developed by reusing existing standards when these are available, is developed by making the progress available to the community, and what is most important, is developed to be easy to understand also by non-technical users, and lasting, which is redundant because this should happen for every standard, but the open document format, as you see today, is exactly what is described in the documentation, because what happens with Office OpenXML, Microsoft Office proprietary document format, that is not developed in a transparent way, is not developed by an independent entity, and what is worse is the format does not reflect the documentation of the standard. So ODF has several advantages, is solid and robust. If you use ODF, you will never lose the contents, is consistent across operating system. If you create an ODF document on Windows, it will be exactly the same as the document created on Mac OS and Linux. And because of this, the ODF is truly interoperable. So you can exchange the format with any ODF users without issues and worries. Is predictable, which means that if you use a feature, that feature is going to be reflected in the format exactly as the user expects, because the description of the format and the format are the same, which means that ODF is the best standard file format for users of personal productivity software. So, summarizing, LibreOffice technology is the result of 10 years of development in the right direction. We have created a processing engine which can be used by all modules. This is based on a clean and refactored source code with a focus on code quality and consistency, and is supported by easy and extensive APIs. So LibreOffice was just a desktop product, but today is an open source platform to develop personal productivity products, and is tightly integrated on the desktop, on mobile and cloud, and we will see soon what does it mean. There are several software based on LibreOffice technology today. You have a desktop version, which is provided by TDF, the Document Foundation, Red Hat and SUSE. There is an enterprise long-term supported version offered by Collabora and Allotropia, which are two companies of LibreOffice ecosystem. There are versions for online and cloud, again offered by Collabora and Allotropia, a version for Android provided by Collabora, a version for iOS and Apple Store by Collabora, and a version for the Windows Store by Allotropia. Some of these software may not have the LibreOffice name. For instance, on Android you will find a Collabora Office, but they are all based on the same engine. And this chart, this visual, explains rather clearly what does it mean. So all products based on LibreOffice technology share a common productivity engine. They share the open document format, and on top of this they have different user interface for the different platform. Of course, Rider on a PC is not the same as Rider on a smartphone, and is not the same as Rider in a browser. But the engine, which means the code which handles the document, is exactly the same, and this provides a very strong consistency between the documents and reduces the issues for the user. On the contrary, all the products on proprietary and open core Office Suite have a different engine for each platform, and this makes them weaker. So LibreOffice is the best open source Office Suite, is based on ISO standards, and is the best of free open source software. Thank you for listening to me, and hope to see you soon around.